Alright, okay, yeah, no, it's not for. I can see a mouse pointer, so we're not freezing. So we'll take a look. It's going to be an interesting adventure. We're a fox, and we're trying to find our cubs. And hello, Shantucky. Hey, Vapor.
Are you awake? I thought I heard you get up.
Yeah, I'm awake. Sorry, I just can't sleep.
Are you thinking about him?
Yeah, a bit. Usually get back to sleep, my love. I'm fine.
No, it's okay. What else is on your mind?
I don't know. It seems weird, but I had one of the most vivid dreams of my life. I saw a fox on a snowy mountain, just looking confused and worried. Those eyes. I can't get those eyes out of my head. She was running in the windy snow, looking for something.
Do you think it has to do with you and what's been going on?
I don't know. It was just a dream, Rachel. They're not meant to make sense. A lot's happened the past couple days, that's all.
Well, if you're not going to sleep anyway, you should tell me. I want to hear.
All right.
I think the camera's a little bit odd. I mean, obviously you moved to Fox with the WSAD keys. The camera, moving the mouse spins the camera around. So the camera's not fixed behind the Fox. The camera goes where you look. You know, the camera's looking where you are. And Ellie's saying, who's talking to whom? Yeah, as Elswin said, it's basically look like I'm guessing it's like a husband talking to a wife, or like a couple talking to each other. The wife's pretty much saying you can't sleep, and he's kind of describing his dream to her. That's how I'm seeing it. He's dreaming about this fox that's looking for something, and you're playing the dream. That's based on what he just said. That's the impression I'm getting. You're playing out his dream, right? Where are we supposed to go? I'm guessing we might have to go that way, seeing as that's where the camera faces, but we're trying to go over here and have a look around. I'm guessing we might not be able to go anywhere, but we can have a look. Oh yeah, okay, edge of a cliff. We're not going that way. Yeah, the camera's a little bit odd. So basically we can walk, we can run. There's a zoom button which doesn't do anything at the moment. There's a use button which doesn't do anything, and a jump button which does stuff. Jumps. But Foxy looks cool. I think there's a family of foxes that live wild near my house, near the house here, and every couple of days I see the couple of foxes just lying down in the back garden, just lying there sunbathing in the garden. It's pretty cute. I like foxes. Right, jump quickly to double. Oh, we can double jump. Okay, we're gonna jump over here then, I guess. You got foxes in the garden? Yeah, we got some here. I mean, I guess granted, they do get fed. I do give them stuff sometimes to eat. I definitely do feed them, give them scraps of meat and stuff, and because I don't know, they're wild. They need feeding, right? And it's like a mommy fox, a daddy fox, and there's like some couple of like small baby foxes or cubs. I think they're cubs. You don't see the little ones that much, but I often see the male fox. I don't mind if they're cute. I don't mind if they don't leave. I often hear them in the street outside. I mean, it's not just they hang out in the area, if you know what I mean. in the middle of the night, you might hear them calling out to each other. It sounds like aliens. If you know what I mean, it sounds like aliens. Yeah. So, but what I understand out of this game is we are looking for cubs. Is that? I think we found a cub. Are you serious? The aliens sound like foxes, Dr. J.
So, not far from her home, she followed that path to something unexpected.
That's not good, is it? So we're looking for foxes, and the first thing we find is a dead cub. I guess there's not much we can do, though, is it? It's dead. It's not as if we can bury it. We're a fox. Hello, Zero.
She couldn't stay, though. She had to find her other 2 children. So she took that path. She followed it towards something ancient. Something with answers.
Okay, let's hope they're not all dead. That would suck, right? If you gotta find 3 cubs and they're all dead. Give it a Phoenix down. I have not got a Phoenix down. We're a fox. Foxes don't have to.
High and low, searching for any sign of her cubs. Points of light showed the way to this ancient tree. It was as if each one had a story to tell, all their own. The land was trying to tell my story, too. I felt like I was right behind her the whole time.
Alright, so obviously we got some points of light. I mean, we've picked up 6 of those. I guess they're like collectibles to pick up, or maybe they're also going to be lights like this, or these like stars in the distance might be on top of places that we gotta find. Like maybe the fox might be on one of them. There's one over there. We'll go and get one and see what. And we'll go to the right. We'll start looking at these like lights, and we'll see what they are. Hello, squirrel. You know what? That fox. It looks a little bit like the fox. It looks cute little fox. Right, we go to that one over there. Let's go. Acrobatic little fox, look. Whoa. Whoa, that's different. That looks like that's not just a star. That's like looks like an arrow pointing down or something. Good old fox. Alright. I'll stop posing here to take pictures. We'll have a look what this is. Yeah, it looks like an arrow or something pointing downwards, right? Something on the ground. I'm gonna dig, okay.
As a kid, did you ever do show and tell in your class?
Yeah, I think I only did it once, when I was in the 4th grade. You know how my life was around then. I wanted to show my class what helped pass the time and distracted me, so I brought a dozen paper cranes I had made. I think I told everyone how badly I wanted to be a bird and fly, embarrassingly enough.
Don't be embarrassed. Every kid wants to fly. For me, it was another toy from my dad, a wooden boat. I remember guarding it so carefully in my hands as I walked into class. When I sat down, a group of boys immediately made fun of it. They asked which trash can I found it in, or why an ugly log was my favorite toy. When I got up, I didn't even want to tell them my dad had carved it. I said it was a joke gift my friend had given me.
Kids can be so cruel.
Some of them are. I shouldn't have let them get to me, but it did. It's amazing we bounced back at all.
Right. So the light was a toy boat that he had when he was a kid. There's nothing over that way on top of the hill. Let's see if there's... Have a look around over here. I think there's something down here. You can see it just in the distance. There's another one of those arrows. So these ones here, there's signs like that, arrows like that. Look like there's stuff on the ground that we can look at. One of them, that they may well be what signifies what the cub, I suppose. You don't want to see that. We'll just look over it, make sure there's nothing over here. Looks like you might be able to get up that way as well, going up top. Let's see what this is. I'm gonna slow down, walk up to it slowly, just in case it's a dead. Oh no, it's looks like something else we've got to dig up.
Do you remember what my dad did for a living?
It's a train.
Wasn't he like a lumberjack?
Choo-choo.
That's one way of putting it. If wood was a canvas, then a carving knife was his paintbrush. Even after working a 50-hour week, even after his hands were more splinters than skin, he would bring home the nicest piece of Alaskan weeping cedar and make me toys. That wooden train was the first toy I can remember, and I loved it. I just knew from a young age I was going to be a lumberjack, like my father.
Okay. So his dad makes wooden toys. So up there, up in the middle is where we came from. There's a light up here. We're gonna look at this one up here. Some gems to pick up here as well. All those shiny things on a rock. I'm quite sure what they're for, but if you see them, you gotta get them, right? She doesn't seem to get tired from running, though. I don't know. Oh, as I say that, she slows down and then speeds up.
Usually
What do we
those kids would leave me alone, but somehow they could tell I was
It's a
different.
tank!
They made fun of how far away I lived. They called my dad a sourdough. I was a blabbermouth as a kid, telling my dad stories I made up for hours. But after that show and tell,
It's a tank.
I didn't tell him much anymore. He didn't know exactly what was wrong, but his best guess was that the toys he carved weren't cool enough. He carved me a tank and tried to tell me what it was like to be in a real tank as a serviceman.
I didn't know your dad was in the military.
Yeah, in the army. The sad thing is that I'd pretty much forgotten until just now. There's so much I
There's-
still don't know about him.
A big tank.
I'm sorry. He knows how much you love him. You're going to see him again soon and have some closure, I'm sure.
Right, we got a couple of lights that way. Let's go look at the tank. The big tank. So the lights are, the stars like in the distance are kind of guiding us where we're going. Now can we climb on the gun barrel? Jump on the gun barrel and run up the tank. Oh shit. Oh no, we can't go up there. We can't run along the barrel at least. Damn it. Come on mate, you can do it! Yes! Okay. We made it! Not that there's really anything to do up here, it's just... We can say we run an attack. There's like a big version of the one that he made. Right, so... There's one over there, there's one here, let's go to this one down here on the top of that hill there. So you can see 3 more in the distance, there's 3 more lights in the... Or 4 lights in the distance. What are they saying there? I mean, some of them... That one you know is definitely something to pick up. These other ones could well just be reflections from the sun. But we'll go and have a look. So what is 2.4 adding? What big like feature is 2.4 adding, Dr. J? Because each of their big updates are normally they've been adding like a specific thing, like whether it be you know, like co-op or like the motor cruise ships or like the planetary landing, which is like an earlier update. Right up there by that tree is one. Oh, there's something purple over here. What is this? Oh, it's almost like made like a makeshift shelter. Fogoids! Ah. This looks like just like one of the collectible orbs rather than something we gotta dig up. Oh gosh! Hello, full of fashion. God damn it! Well, this does look... I would say this probably is a bot game. Don't you think, Fall of Fashion? Don't you think that this, just looking at it from the minute you've been here or so, does this qualify as a bot game? So that area down there looks like it's open. That's probably where we gotta go, down that way. So we're gonna go and look at what this light is up here on this one. And then we can... That way is probably where we're going to go to progress, I think. Because this all looks like a mountain, like a high mountain range, which we probably can't climb over. All of a sudden, look, you got those orbs hanging off the edge there. So you gotta be able to drop quite a long way without any fall damage. That's a broken swing. Is that a cap? Is that a cap that looks like a duck? It's like a cap that looks like a duck. Oh my god! He ordered pizza. I've not had pizza for weeks. And I mean weeks since I had pizza. It's been a long time. Ah, there we go. Up there a lot. It's been a long time since I had pizza. I think I want pizza. She's getting a bit anxious. She wants to see her cubs, damn it. Am I? Oh. Whoa, what's that down there? It's a bus. A school bus. A school bus. So I guess in these like a memories from this dude's childhood. He's having this dream and he's got those memories from his childhood that he's dreaming about inside this dream with this fox. 15 minutes. Oh my god, that is some nippy delivery. I wish I could get pizza in 15 minutes delivered. I say I should be able to. I mean, I know Domino's is not everybody's favourite. I've never had pizza from Domino's, but there is a Domino's pizza within 2 minutes walk of my house. I could walk there in 2 minutes. But if I was to order from there, it'll probably take them an hour to bring it here.
The older I got, the more I withdrew. I asked myself, why
There's a picture.
talk to anybody anyway? Why bother when I'm happy by myself? I started drawing a lot, mostly animals I saw in the woods by my home. I then imagined designing my own hideouts with things like TVs and pantries full of chips and cookies. I think that idea of leaving home and drawing blueprints started my career. I found a lot of solace in that.
I'm not surprised, but I did the same thing, you know? There is something special about having a place to call your own.
And now look at us. Well, if you count renting in an overpriced city.
It's as close as we can get for now.
Like a kid's drawing of a house. Alright, let's try to do this. We'll try to get this on the first attempt, right? Because, yeah. Okay. Yay! You never had any big pizza places since aren't available here? Well, I mean, it's not a big. The Domino's I got, it's not big. It's just, but it's within 2 minutes walk. I could walk there in 2 minutes. Someone else might take them 5 minutes walk there, but I walk pretty quick. I could drive there in like 20 seconds. That's how close it is. No fall damage is good when you're a fox. I guess foxes are like cats. They always land on their feet with cushioned paws. And would you have wanted fall damage so that she hurt herself? The snow's gone. That looks cool. I mean, the game's done in Unity. It does look quite neat. It's definitely got a Unity look to it, but I like the art style. How the hell are you supposed to get up to that? You gotta be having a laugh. You can 30 seconds to your pizza place. I have a feeling we might be here a while. Ready? It looks like it's too far away. He doesn't reach it. She does not get there. You know what? I mean, obviously, if you don't get all of them, you might miss out on an achievement or something. But, do we care? No, we don't care. Yeah, it's very simple art style, but it looks, if you're just looking at the distance, looking at the trees, it's very simple but effective. Every time we come up to one of these things, I'm thinking we're going to see another
My teenage years
dead
were full
cub.
of sketching, angst, and trouble. I wasn't popular or unpopular.
Audio monster.
Maybe just forgettable. I guess that gave me a sense of freedom. So I hung out with crazy kids, doing crazy things, even though I mostly just watched the chaos ensue. We did it all. Put fireworks in mailboxes, hide roadkill in people's garages, break windows of the barber shop in Anchorage. My dad was furious, but he was so busy working he couldn't do much to stop me from going out.
I think being an adult means there's no one to stop you making hard decisions. He had to make a living, and he couldn't be in two places at once.
Yeah, I realize that now. But at the time, I was sure he was more interested in growing his business than what was going on with me.
Damn it. Oh. You know what would suck? And that's if you get to the end and basically depending on how many of those things pick up, you might unlock a different like extended ending or something. And if you don't have all of them, you won't see it because I left one over there because I can't get to it. Ah. Hello, JDJ. Welcome to Board Game Thursday. I guess we'll come from the other side for that one. Let's try it. It looks like a long way up. I mean, there's no way you're gonna climb up there. You know, it's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. We got a pub with something over there to look at. We got an arrow over there. Unless you can come up, you probably could, maybe I come up over there and come back. Maybe. Oh, what is this? Oh! Woohoo! Okay, now we can... Oh, shit. Alright, okay, so after you pick up this, you get one big jump. Okay. I did say it would look quite high, didn't I? So... Okay, that's how you get the one on the other... That's how you get the one back there. Okay. We got it. Is that a little sound? Sounds like someone coming online in World of Warcraft along. And we should better jump up here and get this now. Then we can get it again and get the one at the beginning. Alright, let's do it. The butterflies are going to carry us. No! No! Damn it! Damn it! No! Why can't the butterflies stay with us? Why have we got to keep going back and getting them again? You know what I mean? Come on, butterflies, stick with us. We need you. We need you, butterflies. Damn it! Let's go get the one at the back first. Because that one would be pretty easy. You just got to run and jump. This one, you probably got to jump right on the very highest part of that slope. It's hard for me not to jump, damn it. I mean, that's obviously a WoW and an old CS and WoW habit. It's just jump everywhere when you're running around, because why not? Now, maybe we can't jump on that because... Okay, I was gonna jump on the rock, but if we would have jumped on the rock, we wouldn't have been able to get... You know, it would have used our uber jump. Right, we got this. First time the sun's come out in 4 days? Nice. It's been raining here all day today. I mean all day it's been raining. It's been raining... Well, I say all day. It was raining when I went to bed, which was about 6 this morning. It was raining when I got up, which was about 2 in the afternoon. Or just before 2 it was raining, and it's been raining since. So it might have stopped between 6 AM and 2 PM, but ever since then, where's a police car over there? Ever since then it's been raining. I'm not a big fan of rain, honestly. I don't mind it. There we go. I wonder if there's something, what do you reckon? I wonder if there's something up there. There is anything you can climb up the... Hang on, that might be where we got to go to get out of this area. If it is, then... Well, look what's up there. I'm not gonna... Alright, no, we won't go over it. We'll come back there. Because there's a thing to look at over the other side. I don't think there's another way out on the other side. We'll go get that arrow over there, and this is probably where you got to go to get to progress out, I'd guess. So at least we know now. We know. Yeah, it looks like it's just a hill over there. So once we get that, we got to go back to where that waterfall was, I think. A wrecked police car. I wonder what significance the police car has in this dude's childhood. That's what it seems to be. He's got his childhood memories he's talking about.
He was working another late night, and my friends were over, saying how bored they were and how they had come all the way out to my house for nothing. One of them mentioned how that old, ugly beyond belief truck was still in the garage, and how we should take it for a spin. I was only 15, so I kind of fought it for a while. The next thing I knew, we were careening around the mountain path, rocks spitting onto the sides of the cliff, while my dad's cringeworthy bluegrass blared out the speakers. I drove while my friends were in the back of that yellow and purple truck, throwing beer bottles and trash at anything remotely interesting. Felt like I was soaring in the air with borrowed wings. But all good things have endings. A cop outside of Eagle River pulled us over after he saw us in a bottle rocket into someone's yard. What followed was a long night of talking to disappointed adults and feeling smaller than ever.
Right, okay, that's why the police car was there. Okay. He was a menace when he was a kid. Oh, it sounded like he was a menace trying to fit in with the cool kids. You know, as you do. As you do. Not I ever did, but I'm sure a lot of people do. You know, you want to be in the cool group, you please the cool kids. I said that is unless you are one of the cool kids, then obviously you don't have to please the cool kids because you are a cool kid. Red Dog was probably a cool kid when he was in school. Back in like 1900. Or maybe not quite 1900, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Back in like the 60s, 70s. Yeah, back then. Well, okay, it's like a deserty area. There's something down here by the waterfall. I guess we're gonna go that way. Oh, there's more flutterbys. Alright, so we got more. Come on. Alright, so up the top of there is something. It's right over here. Let's go see what this is.
After he drove me home from the police station, I blew up at him, saying how I never wanted to be like him, how I was going to be someone and leave that hick icebox for good. He just looked forward at the road with tired eyes. I took out that bluegrass tape from the cassette deck and chucked it out the window. In my sage teenage wisdom, I thought I had proved the ultimate point. But my dad had a different idea. He slammed the brakes, slowly bowed his head while gripping the steering wheel, and finally looked at me. All he said, like it was a polite request, was, "Make this right." I sat there in silence, fuming, but I eventually got out and combed every square inch of the woods, muttering profanity after profanity. I found it 30 minutes later, near a small waterfall off the road. I went back to the truck, put the wet tape back in, and sure enough it worked. We didn't speak another word to each other the rest of the night.
Wow, I knew you were a crazy teenager, but...
It's hard to believe, isn't it? Surprises me too. It's like I didn't really know who that kid was back then. I bet my dad thought the same thing over and over. It's almost like he was saying, make this right to himself, more than to me.
I had to truck it. I was trying to see what was on top of this, on top of that hill there. It looks like that's his old blue truck. Because I don't see a way of jumping up there, even with this thing. It's like I don't see a way of getting up there. It doesn't look like there's any shinies up there though. It looks like we gotta go behind the waterfall. There's one of those things over here. Maybe you can jump, or maybe you can jump from there over to there. Well, it seems like a long way. There's no way you can jump up there, right? Nah, it doesn't look like it. Wait, what? She had some more actually inside on the waterfall. There was a butterfly. Yeah. That seems a bit weird. Unless there's something else under the waterfall that you can't quite see. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Here's what it does. All this is going to give us more butterflies, which we have over here already. So that is a very tall waterfall. I can't even turn the camera to look at the top. This looks like a long way up. Holy shit. If you can jump up here, you definitely could jump up where that truck was, right? There's no way you can jump up there. No way. Maybe if you pick up more than one of these, it's like maybe if you pick up multiple of these, you can get double the effect. Let's try pick up 2, and just see if it makes you jump higher. Because if you got more butterflies, you might be able to get more high, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna try that out. Oh yeah. There's one over here as well, so we'll see. Oh yeah, look, we got 6 flutterbys. Now there might be enough here to jump up here. That still didn't seem that. Let's try 3. We'll get this one up here, and then that one. We'll try to get 3 of them. Well, I don't know if we better get that one over there without jumping. This one you need to jump to get to it, and that one you need to jump to get to it, I think. We'll try to get all 3, and that might turn us into like a super jumping fox. But that would explain why there's one in the middle of nowhere by here, because if you got to use them, if you got to like stack them, we just got to try to get out of here without jumping. That's 2. See if we can get a 3rd one. It made a different sound at least, right? But there's still some gap there for us to put another one on. So if we come up here and we'll fall down, we try to get all 3 of them. Alright, now, do you think we're gonna... is this gonna make a difference? It's the lowest part. Now let's try it here, really. Now that definitely made a difference. It wasn't quite enough to jump up there, but that definitely made a difference. That was noticeable. Alright, okay, we'll get to 3 and we'll go back over to that jump we're going to do. And hopefully we can do it in one go, because it's a bit of a trek. So this one first. But yeah, I mean, it still wasn't quite enough to get up there though, sadly. Maybe you did another point, like if you did it here, right on the where you got the slope part here, you might be able to do it here, and just jump up there like that. You can go part way up here. Look, you could have done it from here and got to the top, I'm sure. She's suddenly stopped worrying about looking for her cubs, and she's just chasing butterflies. As you do. I mean, a lot of people chase butterflies. I never used to. Oh shit, there's one right there, look. There's a thing right there. God damn it. Alright. It's been alright. I mean, then again, it's with a blue screen. It's you can never tell. I mean, you can never tell if it's fixed or not. I mean, I did some stuff. I updated some stuff, and that may have made a difference. I don't know. Oh no. Okay, that didn't work. Jumping on a slope did not work. And hi, Jim. So yeah, I actually downgraded video drivers, and I upgraded some other stuff, and I made sure all of my drives are up to date. I reinstalled a bunch of them, like network drivers, like sound drivers. I reinstalled them just to, I don't know, just because. I even updated Windows. Well, installed all the security fixes, and got everything up to date. I don't know if it's going to make any difference, so it probably won't, depending on what the problem was. Because I don't know what the problem was, it's kind of hard to tell if it makes a difference or not. There's one underneath, look! Oh my god. Look at that. And do you think we can jump to that with 2, or do you think we're going to need 3? Because we gotta get it, right? You gotta get it. You can't not get it. Holy shit. We fucking missed it. We definitely did not need 3 for that. What? Ew. You might be able to do that with 1. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make much sense that you're getting that. Because other people were saying that there wasn't when you was getting that yesterday. 2's not quite enough. God damn it. Well, the thing with this is, I mean, obviously these things we're collecting here are just collectibles. I mean, I don't know what the purpose is. These things were they're picking up here. I mean, we've got 42 of them now. I don't know what they aim to give you. I don't know. They're probably just collectible stuff. They're probably nothing that you actually need for the story. God damn it! One more go. That 2 should be enough. I just didn't double jump. I didn't double jump because I figured I'd jump too far. So we'll do this one more time, and then we'll go and collect the 3, and we'll try and get up onto that slope up there, which is our way to progress. I think the thing with things like this is, I mean, they're there and you got shinies, which makes you want to collect them. But there's the game, you know, you don't know what they're for. I mean, I don't know. There might be a use for them by the end of the game. I mean, there are some games you played, exploration games, where you pick up objects like that and use them as currency or keys or something like that. I don't think this game's gonna have anything like that. But the only thing I can think of is them being for is some sort of maybe like achievement or something. If you get all of them, you might get an achievement or something like that. Maybe. That's the only thing I can think of. Wait, what? What? How about butterflies? I must have hit the space again after I hit it. Right, and hopefully we just get 3 of them and it's enough to... It should be enough to get up there, right? It definitely should be. Because with 3 of them, this climb here, it definitely looks a little bit bigger than that one, I hope. I hope it is. Okay, let's go.
My friends would laugh about that night and talk about how crazy it was, and I laughed along, pretending it didn't bother me. But it did. I imagined my friends growing old in the bush and able to find that thrill in those godforsaken ice fields. It's like those mountains were a literal wall, keeping me from leaving, where all I would have to look forward to are lumber yards and evening beers. I had to climb over. That was my only goal for a long time.
Because you better climb up there. If not, you might better climb up there and go up the slope up there. I'm looking at this thing here and thinking, is that about the same height as that slope up there? Right, we'll soon find out. Ah, lovely, look, lovely. Super jump. "46." Is that like a geyser? A geyser.
If there was some way I could take my love of drawing and turn it into a way of escape, nothing would make me happier. I wanted to create instead of tearing trees down. I wanted to move to the lower 48, not because I hated it there in Alaska, but I hated the idea of it. It's like all of that spite inside me had created this monster which followed me around my whole teenage years. I put so much energy into doing what others didn't expect of me. Why did I do that?
There's one fact you're forgetting, though. If you didn't have that fire in you, we probably would have never met.
You're absolutely right. Maybe the destination is all that matters in the end. But then why am I awake? Why am I seeing this fox go on her journey? And why can't I stop thinking about my dad?
I don't know. No! I want to get to it. Damn it! We didn't quite make it. Ah, okay. I haven't found any cubs yet, which is rather depressing. See, there's like the path there that goes into like a crossroads, right? So, now let's look. Do you get the path here? It goes that way over there. It goes that way down there. And it goes back down that way. I'm not sure. Maybe it's the bandwidth. I mean, obviously, does it matter if you change the quality settings? Does that make any difference? Out of curiosity. Because I do push out quite a high bandwidth. But the button should be there to change it. If you lowered that, does that make any difference? Well, you set it to auto, it will always do as high as it can. I'm just saying, if you got it on auto, it's probably going to try to do it on maximum. I mean, if you put it down lower and it doesn't stutter, then it's a quality thing. It's the bandwidth is too high when it's on auto. It's causing stuttering.
My dad built a lot of stuff in his free time. If he wasn't watching fly fishing or reading Tom Clancy novels, he was carving something.
It's a birdhouse.
He made tons of birdhouses. Not that he was into bird watching, but I think he really missed working and adding on to the home. If he couldn't afford the time to build onto our own house, he would have to settle with watching birds move into their little homes. We kept an old mattress in the bed of that ugly yellow truck, so we would drive it deep into the woods and then watch the birds fly into their houses while the sun set. Usually it was accompanied by venison jerky or a cold Coke, but not a lot of talking, which is how we both liked it.
Hello, Sticky Man. Is it like shorter? I suppose, in a way. I mean, you're a fox looking for her cubs. That's basically it. You're basically living out a dream. The guy that's narrating, he's having a dream about this fox, and you're living out his dream. We're looking for fox cubs. We found one fox cub, but it wasn't a happy event. We'll say that much. Yeah, it's probably a season change. So we're looking for this. We're spending a lot of time looking for these cubs. The fact we're not finding them hopefully means that they're fine somewhere. But yeah, as Ellie said, it's probably season changes, is the colour changes, kind of give you an idea of, maybe give you an idea of like how long she's looking, kind of thing.
We were happiest underneath the evergreens. We decided it was time to finally map out the hundreds of acres we lived on just to pass the time during the summer. He was only free in the evenings, so I would spend the day wasting time on dial-up internet and sketching, and then we would rush into the woods, pen and map in hand, before evening fell. Sometimes the aurora borealis would cast a cold green glow on the mountainside, and we would finish our route underneath a twilight sky. Sometimes I was lonely during those summer days, but there was comfort in the routine.
A lot of teenagers aren't looking for the daily grind, though. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get out, to leave your childhood home. You wanted to progress, to make something of yourself.
Yeah, you're right. That house. I'm sure it's the same as how I left it. Then why does it feel so different?
I doubt you're the only adult to have looked back and asked that question.
Yeah, Gemma, as Ellie said, we was getting a lot of crashing. I mean, we played it for about 2 hours. In the 2 hours I played it, we crashed the desktop 8 times. I mean, when the checkpoints were quite varied, so when you did crash, it didn't take you didn't lose too much progress, but it was just way too often. I mean, there was other people on the Steam discussion forum saying that they was having the same issue. The dev seemed to think, he made a comment posting he thinks it's like a memory issue with the engine. So we decided I'd wait until it was patched before we did too much more on it. Because it was very good. It was very what we saw was very cool. I'm looking forward to playing it properly. I would say it's probably worth it. It was the atmosphere was really good from what we saw. Really cool atmosphere in the game. I don't know how long it is though. I mean, I really don't. Right, so I'm going to double back now and go one of the other directions. He says as he finds a opening. Picking up all of the stars. Which, I don't know what... Oh! Oh! What is that? Damn it. Ah, okay. Yeah. The fuck? What the fuck are you doing? Ah, okay. He's just a collector. I was... The fuck? You took your own graphic card to eBay and got it sold in 10 minutes. Nice. It's a good time to be selling GPUs, I guess, with all the miners out there. All those GPU miners, you know, it's definitely a good time to be a seller. I think Rambo sold his one as well last week for like 210, I think he said. You didn't get this? That way, isn't it? So we're going to go back to where those crossroads were, and I guess we have to pick 3 of those things up, so there's probably going to be one of those on each of those directions. We still haven't found any other cubs, too. Maybe we'll come, maybe we'll, you know, when we find them, they've kind of gone and found their Daddy Fox, and he's looking after them. Yeah. And we meet them, and we live happily ever after. Yes. That could be it. And maybe the dad is Todd. It could be, right? The dad could be Todd, you know. Good old Todd. Wait, is this the way out? I don't know. Shit. It's gotta be. That's gotta be the way out, right? But yeah, it looks like that could be the path there, I think. I don't know. That doesn't look like a path. I don't know, I'm lost. I can't find a path to get out of this area. Oh, I see a path in the distance. Okay. Here it is. That's got to be the path there, right? There it is. What was saying that you come up on top of this hill, you hear water, but I don't see any water. Is that supposed to? It sounds like water. It's supposed to just leaves rustling, right? Rustling leaves. Okay. So we're going to go straight over to the other side and go and look that way. There's probably another one of those things that way. Then we can go that way as well. But I reckon we might find them. If you think about the game is called The First Tree, right? So maybe the first tree is where we're going to find the cubs. But get to the top of the hill so we can have a look around. Oh, up there, look. That's up there. Up there. That's the highest point as well. If we get up there, we should better look around and see if there's anything else we can pick up. So you're gonna have to do some Mario style jumping to get up there. Lucky for us, I was a pro at Mario 64. Well, sort of a pro at Mario 64. Now, looking at all these trees, how do you know which one was the first, right? I guess that's the biggest and the oldest. Whoa. Shit. See? Mario Pro. Platforming guru! Whew. Oh, okay, there's another one of those things. Come on. Can't really see too far it is. We can make sure there's nothing around the back of it is. Talking of Mario Odyssey is out soon? Yes, it is. I saw some there was some controversy this yesterday. I think I saw it. Someone posted there was a picture posted of Mario from Odyssey where he was shirtless, and there was a lot of people upset with this that he took his shirt off. I mean, what the hell, right? Whatever next. Damn it, Mario! You know, first people were in uproar that he wasn't a plumber anymore, and now he's took his shirt off on holiday. Oh my god. How dare he take his shirt off? It does look good though. Mario Odyssey does look good. Not good enough to get a Switch for, but it does look good. I'll probably check it out. I'll probably watch some of it in action. I'm pretty sure that Gemma liked looking at a shirtless Mario. Yeah, no T-Bongs. I'm sure Gemma liked looking at a shirtless Mario. I mean, he's a bit of a stud, he's old Mario. Can we get inside here? No, I don't think so. I'm looking inside, see what's in there.
On our property, there were old abandoned pieces of a shed and car long left unused. I used to ask him all the time who those people were that left all this junk, and I'm sure he got so tired of hearing it that he made up some elaborate stories how a brown bear ate them and haunted the woods afterwards. What's funny is I think it made those people seem more real. Growing up thinking they were still hanging out like they couldn't say goodbye. I used to tell my friends how I could swear I saw spirits move near the water, and that always freaked them out. I guess it didn't bother me, because the way I saw it, they were normal people with old cars and sheds, just trying to figure out how to survive and be happy in the middle of nowhere. It was a cool thought that they didn't want to leave, but you know, I was a weird kid.
Well, you had good company since those ghosts liked living in a place where they were brutally devoured.
No! It does not. I think that's probably there's a lot of uproar about that, because it's not, I mean, not traditional Mario, because he's no longer on his profile on the website. He's an ex-plumber rather than a plumber. That's just like, oh my god, he's not a plumber. And then he took his shirt off because he was on holiday. That's ridiculous. After 2 years of work and knowledge and code, I still launch my Fox Adventure today. No knowledge of code. Yeah, I mean, that kind of says a lot, right? I mean, obviously the game's made in Unity. It says a lot, Ellie, about Unity, right? And what you can do with Unity. If the dev that made this is openly saying on Reddit that he has no knowledge of coding, and he's, you know... I think you need need to get some boost, something to boost you to get that one. That's not a surprise, though, is it? It was definitely not a surprise that they took it down. I mean, no, there's a third one. I'm kind of surprised it was up as long as it was.
Even at my most distant, at the times when I detested him the most,
I don't know.
he kept reaching out. For a year straight, he asked me every week when we were going camping. I thought he was just dense. Eventually, to shut him up, I agreed. We carried out the worn lawn chairs from the garage and set up a cinder block campfire at the site we'd always used behind the house. We walked down the mountain path, talking in the warm sunshine we only got a couple months of the year. Those 3 obsidian rocks shimmered alongside the shore, almost like sparklers pressed against a dark window. I'll never forget that wet stone on my feet, or how those massive mountains looked even bigger in the lake's reflection. I felt small, but grateful. As the sun set, my dad found something I hadn't seen for a long time. The tree where I'd made my first carving when I was 6. I hadn't even carved it. My dad had helped me, but I still called it my tree. Something about seeing my name there made me open up, and we talked about everything that night in that old camouflage tent. I told him how much I loved sketching and design, and how it would be a dream to study architecture in Seattle. I told him how I didn't get along with my friends much anymore, but that I didn't mind being alone. He told me he was there for me, and he joked that if all he had to do was write my name on a tree to finally get me to talk, he would have left me carved logs with novels on them in front of my room every morning. I don't know why it took me that long to realize it, but it was then I knew how much he had sacrificed for me.
Okay, so, oh my god, so this has gone back to where the third junction was. The thing's up there. I'm going to try and get that one more. I was looking to see if there's anything around here that we could use to jump higher, the butterflies, but there's not. So it's just going to be a timing thing, right? You got to time it. Just time to jump perfectly. Well, yeah, I mean, this is the game. The guy's second title follow. I mean, the first title was that a couple of years ago. Was it like a small walking simulator that took about 30 to 45 minutes to play, and I did like that. That was pretty good. It was a pretty good game. It's pretty. It's only cheap. It's only like a couple of bucks on Steam. It's a pretty neat little story. I think the voiceovers in that game, like this one, I think this one as well, is the male and the female voiceovers is the developer and his wife. And they did the voiceover for the first game as well. I'm sure it's the same voices. I think he's probably going to open up this section when we get this third thing here, right? There's one up there, look, how the frick did you get up there? I mean, there's no way. You need like a jumpy butterfly things. Hello, Skyven. See, Skyven's the lucky charm. See, Skyven here means that ATV will probably come out. Maybe. Well, probably not, but we can hope. Steady. Nice! Okay. Let's give it one more go. Come on. Oh my god, come on! Alright. Damn it! I'm gonna get back on that one. Okay. Damn it! Fell off again, you little turd! Right. Okay. Almost. Fuck it, I can't be asked. That's free. We missed free then, right?
The perpetrator stood nearby, unfazed,
Oh.
like nothing was wrong. My dad is dead, and he's never coming back, Rachel. I can tell you these stories, but I can never reminisce with him again. He can never hold a grandchild that we'll probably never be able to have. I can never talk to him again, and I'll never be able to say I'm sorry for everything.
It's Daddy! Is that Daddy? What? We seriously gotta jump down here. We missed. If you miss him going down, you're never gonna get him again, are you? You know, I missed that one again. We went through that one, damn it. But yeah, a little bit like that, Skyman. Well, you are a fox. I mean, I've never been a fox, so I've never had 4 legs. Maybe that's common. Follow. You know, there's extra 2 legs. Maybe that's common. Well, basically, we're a fox looking for our fox cubs. Skyman. And it's kind of a dream. The guy that's narrating it he's kind of describing a dream he's had. Maybe it'll be a happy ending. You know, maybe. I mean, it could be. quite quick, Dr. J. I think I've got 4 altogether so far. Or 5, I think, so far. And 1 duplicate.
I need to go to bed. I just can't talk about this anymore. Good night.
You know. Wait, if he's going to bed, that means the dream is... He stopped talking about his dream, then... Are we going to find the cubs? Cubs, come on. Where are you? Here, little cubbies. Come to mommy. Come to mommy. I mean, only one of the cameras that's any good to me is the one you get for doing all 16. Cubbies, where are you? Cubbies. Let's go to the top of this ridge here and have a look over the edge. See what's over there. No, we're not gonna get there. We almost made it. Oh, what the? Is this?
You can't go to sleep feeling like this. I'm sorry for everything, and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like?
So this have a very shallow water, or it's Jesus Fox. Low Scriven, maybe. And that's cool. Yeah, if I ever do get the ships, at least I'll have them, right? Doctor, have they given out any information yet about how long the event's running to get the collection? That's what I'm curious about. How long are we going to have to get them? There could be a chicken right up here in this light. Well, there could well be a chicken. Although I don't think it's going to be a chicken. Not in the middle of the water. But you never know. It's Bambi! It's Bambi! This is like the Fox and the Hound again. Where's the dog? Where's Copper?
You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood. What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds. And it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital. So I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself.
Maybe we'll find out tomorrow, Dr. J, because tomorrow's when the missions start. Maybe we'll find out then, because when the missions start, they might do another post and they might talk about it a bit more. I just want to get the Monarch camo before I actually move past the Monarch.
I think we both have always loved animals, and for me that love started with a dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared?
Empty dog biscuit. Look, I like this. You got an elephant backpack, man. You know what? You got an elephant backpack. I would have worn that as a kid. I mean, I do have my Kermit backpack. This is a Kermit backpack. I would have liked an elephant backpack. Or it's a backpack for a baby, I think. The Kermit one is so tiny. I'm gonna sneak up on Bambi. We're never gonna sneak up on Bambi, are we?
I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every way.
There's a lush.
Except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried dog biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you.
So your dad was an Aoki? Not wrong with being an Aoki, I suppose. I mean, a lot of people are. Depends how they deal with it.
Life got worse and worse. And at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out.
Shots.
As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words.
Yay. It is bad for you, yes. It is bad. Hello, Jep. I'm at the moment I'm waiting for 3.0. I've not played it on stream for a few months. I'm waiting for 3.0 to drop before I really dive back in and play it a lot. I'm still very invested in the game, and I follow development like every week. We follow development, watch ATV, and we're very up to date on the game. We're just waiting for updates to play it. But very much looking forward to 3.0. It needs to come sooner, as soon as possible.
I summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that feeling of the wind rushing by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time. I biked as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly, and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you.
A nice looking bike. Fox wants to ride it. Come on. Oh, yes! No, damn it, we had it! Cheers, Kentucky. So have you been playing it much yourself, Jap? Have you been playing it much yourself? I mean, I know quite a few people that still do play quite a bit, but most people have kind of dying down a little bit, waiting for 3.0, if you know what I mean. Finding the same, Jeff says, I understand, finding the same verse for 9 months gets boring, yes. AC, yeah, I mean, AC is good if you've got people to fly around with, but I mean, 3.0 is obviously going to be the big different. I mean, because of all the stuff it's adding, along with the procedural stuff, it should kind of. I think they should hold people's interest for a bit longer than what we currently have. You know. And once they've got that groundwork in, and the stuff after it probably won't take as big. There won't be as big a gap between 3.0 and 3.1 and 3.2, for instance, because 3.0 is obviously they've got a lot of new groundwork they're putting in for this build. So subsequent updates should be a lot sooner, I would imagine. Come on. Land!
You have strength, Joseph.
It's been a while.
And you're not as alone as you think.
It's all just so pointless. Just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is cursed out of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself. How could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son? I'm sorry. I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years. We'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns and mist, but it always leads to the same thing.
And what's that?
Family.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
I don't know, it sounds like an animal. Is that a cub? Is that a cub? But yeah, I think so. I mean, if you think about the stuff they're adding in 3.0, it definitely would make sense that once that tech is in, obviously they'll be doing some polishing of it, but once it's in, that should lay groundwork for stuff to happen a lot sooner. I would definitely hope that was the case. I can't wait to kind of dive back into it and have a look around. It should also be a patch that kind of draws in a lot of folks that haven't, not only folks that haven't played it for a while, but folks that haven't played the alpha at all, because there's a lot of people that probably have stayed away from the alpha because they couldn't give two shits about combat, and currently combat is pretty much all we have. Even though you can fly around in the PU and not shoot stuff, there's not much to do if you don't want to shoot stuff. So obviously with 3.0 we're going to have the start of stuff that isn't purely combat focused, which could draw in some new faces and stuff and new interest. It's character TV, okay. We can hope. So when I think about that, it does make sense why it's taken them so long to get it all done, because there is so much that they're doing. Definitely hearing cubs. Oh, wait. Looks like there's a wall. I can't go that way. Full damage? What do you reckon? Whee! Oh, look at this. The stags. Hello. Can I ride on your back? Because that would be pretty awesome. Damn it! I can't ride on his back. Damn it! These are babies. Hello. There's no option to buy, unfortunately. I think we've got to go that way. But it sounds like it's coming from over there. We've got to go that way. I'm gonna go back out and look to the left side and see if there's anything over there before we mosey around. Holy shit! There's a lot of them. What do you think the chances are that the cubs are hanging around with all these deer? Maybe these families of this kind of herd of deers has taken them in for their own. Maybe. I definitely don't like what they did to the flight model. I'm not a big fan of the flight model as it is at the moment. I'm not at all. Just have a look at what's over this side, out of curiosity. Probably not a lot. Probably run a little bit and get an invisible wall. But if there's one shiny thing to pick up, it'll be all worth it. Oh look, there we go, shiny thing. Yeah. Oh. Well, I am a mediocre pilot. You're talking about me right there. That is me. I am mediocre pilot. Mediocre pilot Bard signing up. I honestly don't know many people that have been a fan of the changes. But you know, it's like a, you know, it's still early. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if shit changes again. I mean, the flight model has changed enough times. It's going to be tweaked and changed again before the game is out. Dinner. I mean, technically, this is dinner, isn't it? We could eat one of these. They're noisy bastards, I give them that. Jesus. I can't jump on their backs though, that's kind of disappointing. I wanted to jump on their backs. Really? Ha! Ah! Damn it! I'm sure they will in the end. Jack. I mean, I'm not one. I don't really care too much for combat myself. I don't do much combat. When the game is released, I see myself dogfighting only when I need to. I mean, I'll never be looking for fights or anything. I'm not a combat focused person. Just do it out of necessity. So I hope they sort it out. I'm sure they will. I miss you know, Capture the Core when it first came out, and you can get a race ship that they could never catch. Those deer are weird. And we're looking for them, man. We're looking for the. I mean, the fox here that we're playing, she's got 3 cubs, and we're trying to find them. One of them we found right at the beginning, and he wasn't still with the land of the living. The other 2 we've been trying to find ever since, so we're looking for the cubs. I don't know if they're alive or dead, but we're looking for them. We're going through the seasons, trying to find them. It wasn't a happy cub. No, the first one we found was... Oh my god. Jump puzzles. Goddamn jump puzzles! Although I suppose it's my fault I did say I like jump puzzles. Well, I said I was a pro at Mario. I guess, you know. You're kind of stuck to fall down right now, right? Woohoo! Yeah! Platforming guru! Probably. I mean, because we are like playing a dream. You know, it is a dude's dream that we're kind of acting out. This guy's having a dream about a fox, and we're playing the fox that is in his dream. Well, that is the plan. That's what the idea is anyway. Invisible wall that way. I guess it wants to funnel us forward rather than okay, than sideways. Uh-oh. Getting dark. And it's raining!
Fox knew her last cub would be waiting for her at the first tree. She was almost there. The rain cascaded onto the Jade Valley where the entrance to the tree was. Life was protected there, because that's where life began. It was now only a mother and a daughter left. Items from my life still dotted the ground as she moved closer to her destination and destiny.
So he said last cub. So what happened to the second one? Did we miss one? I guess in that area back there. The sound I put that sound down to being a deer, but that sound must have been the second cub, and we've missed it. Shit! It must have been in the area we just came out of. Balls. We missed one! I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll have to have check. I think you did. I think I do have a Connie pin. I think you did send me a Connie pin. I think I do have one. I'm sure I did. Was it the? I think it's the Connie one is I had, and the Hornet one is the one I got from Sitcom that I sent to you. Because the Connie was what interested me more, and I'm not a collector like yourself. So basically, at least we're going to find one cub that's alive, right? Because you said that the first tree kind of is like protecting life. So when we find this tree, there will be one cub there, and it should be alive. Should. How are we going to know which tree it is? I'm guessing it's going to look different to all the others, or bigger, I guess, right? It's going to be bigger. It'll be a bigger tree than every other one. Or it's going to stand out in some way, isn't it? Alright, that's the thing we saw in the distance, the arrow.
My dad was super supportive with my college plans. To a point. Things were okay until this terrible accident happened. I guess a forklift flipped over due to a bad axle, and it crushed one of the workers there. My dad didn't eat for days, even though he wasn't directly involved. It devastated him. Not only did it hurt the business, but it just freaked him out. He would talk in his sleep, muttering things about firing people and saying sorry. One fateful day he approached me, said that since my school search wasn't going well, I should finally be a man and take over the family business. He said one day he was going to die, and that all of his work, sacrifice, and even that man's life would be wasted in vain. I just lost it. Teenage me just exploded at the thought. I screwed up. I said things I shouldn't have. He was having a crisis, and I pretty much spit in his face.
At the house. I was trying to see if we can get up to the house on top of the mountain, but I don't think we can. Is this our house? Or his house when he was a young'un? This definitely doesn't look like a tree though, so looks like a house. Dad? Are you in here, Dad? Dad? There's another house on top of the hill. Whoa. Grass is long. I don't think we can get into the house. I don't think we can get to the house that's up top either. I don't think we can get to it. Oh, come on. Climb on the roof. You can do it. You can't jump while you're running down a slope. Or up a slope. There's another one arrow things over here. So look, that's a big. Maybe that's a place. That's the place of work. That's like the house. Maybe it's like the mill where he's talking about having his dad wanted him to take over because he's a lumberjack. I guess he's taking over the family business, and that could be up there at the mill, maybe. So looking for this tree that's going to stand out and look different to all the others. I see shinies! Shiny shinies. How kind of... I don't know, there's no way you can... It's too far. Man, it's too far. There's got to be a butterfly around here somewhere, right? To get up onto these things. It got to be a butterfly. Yeah, it's like kind of like tools and stuff from a mill. Like a bench. A wood cutting bench. A ambulance? "522. Alright, so where are we going? Kind of, there was another light when we was over at the start. There was another light in the distance, like an arrow that's pointing at the ground. I can't see it now that we've come over here. I can see it. I have to go back to the star and have a look around, see if I can see it again and go towards it. I'm sure I saw one. Maybe I didn't see one. Maybe I'm just dreaming. Even it comes a link to a failed birth. Maybe. I mean, that's a possibility, yes. Because obviously, the narrator and his wife, they're talking about potentially having kids. So that could could be it. That's where we came down. We came from over there. I'm sure when I looked to the left, we saw. I guess I didn't. I definitely do not see it now. Let's get back up here, because when I was on top of this rock looking around. Let's get up there. Up to the top, the highest part we can get to. Maybe you've got to try to get up to that building. I mean, you might be able to make it up there. Oh yes, up top. Look, there it is. Right in the distance up the top. So you've got to go on top of that ridge there. So, okay, I see it. I knew I wasn't seeing things. So we've got to go up onto that, straight over this way and climb up on top of that ridge. Alright. Hey, Hamrock. It has been a while. Hope you've been doing okay, Hamrock. Hope the family's okay. So we're going to get up here on the left, so we can just come around here, we should get up there. That's why I couldn't see it, because it was down below the ridge and we couldn't see the lights. Ooh, that's not good to hear. Okay, so we're gonna get that and go through the gap there in the. And you're gonna tell me if I want to get those, I gotta jump off. Twice. You gotta jump off, climb all the way back up and jump off again. And if you can come back up here, you can probably climb up there, right? Okay. Great. Can we turn back? Oh man, we turn back around in the air after picking it up and got it back. Guru.
Was that the last time you talked to him?
No, I called on holidays, and he would call on my birthday. I guess we acted like nothing ever happened, which was stupid. Didn't want to ask about his lumberyard, and I'm sure he didn't want to ask about my job search. I never went back and visited. I think the last conversation we had was about what movies we had seen and what exactly a best boy is in the credits. I thought he would be here so much longer.
Oh dear, his dad died. Oh. Yeah, I can understand that. I'm right. I can understand that. Hope your missus okay. I mean, your missus was poorly as well last time I spoke to you. We spoke. Hope she's doing okay. And again, if your little one's been not well, then of course she's not been doing okay. Okay. It's good. It's good. It's behind you. I mean, it must be a nice relief, you know, if you're kind of a few months of trips to the hospital with a little one. It's got to be nice to not have to do that. Wait, do you think that could be the tree in the distance? Look, that looks like it could be the tree. That tree definitely looks different to the rest, right? It looks huge. That could be. All of the other trees look like this one here. They're small. This thing looks big. Oh, there, look, is a.
In the distance, the first tree illuminated the wasteland. She couldn't go home anymore. She did the only thing she was capable of. Moving forward. My dad died alone in the middle of the wilderness. I should have been talking to him more. I should have done a lot of things differently.
If the first tree on Earth brought life with it, if it taught the birds to sing and fly and showed saplings how to grow, what could it do for us?
The dead cubs. She's now. Of course she's sad. All her cubs are dead. Boom. There's the tree, man. There's the tree. Where'd that other one go? It looked like a wolf, didn't it? I thought he was going to eat us or something, but at least he didn't eat a cub. He could have done that, being a big daddy wolf. No, Hamrock. It's affiliate system. A few months ago, they added like
There was a letter I received.
Is it an affiliate system?
From a name I didn't recognize, with a quote I can't stop thinking about. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. More and more, I'm realizing one important truth. Each of us have our own journey to the first tree. But sometimes I'm not sure I'm ready to take that first step.
You already have my love.
Yeah, it's like partner lights. You get cut down. It's cut down benefits. You get one emote, but you get the option for to kind of earn some revenue through subs and like people cheering, which is pretty neat. It's definitely good to have it there. And obviously, it's like it's not really guaranteed. I mean, it's pretty much always going to have the transcoding options, which is also very good. Because since that happened, I've been pushing out a much higher bandwidth and like constant 60 FPS nowadays. Whereas I would never have done that before because you couldn't guarantee that the transcoding button was there. I don't know if I'm supposed to be walking up to this tree or not. I don't know. I guess so. The first tree awakens and gently asks, if there was one last message the fox wants to tell her children, she replies back and says, what? You gotta free type something. And wait, what? Hang on, what? I'm guessing, so look at the bottom there, you got the number of things you could pick up. I guess 113 was probably the maximum you could get. I wonder, we got about 70 something. Can we only type as many letters as we had things, or not? I don't know. Oh man. The thing is, it depends what she want to do. What's she going to do here, right? It's like, If there's one last message she wants to tell her children, is this the last message she's going to give her dead kids before she jumps off the edge and kills herself? Hello, Dragon. We'll put a sad message. Maybe that's how many we picked up, Shantucky. What do you think? A trial hour of Danish? That sounds exciting. A little hammer.
I guess her journey was over.
Thank you.
But I have no idea. It was only a dream. A distraction from tomorrow.
I don't think dreams normally bring back to memory so many important feelings. Maybe it was just a dream, but it was also a gift.
Yeah, I suppose. But tomorrow we're getting on a plane to the last place on Earth I want to be. The only person that would have made the trip worth it is gone.
You're going to see him and be with him one last time before you say goodbye. I have one last quote for you by Emerson, sealed in an imaginary letter from me to you. It is the secret of the world that all things subsist and do not die, but only retire a little from sight and afterward return again. Go to sleep, my love. We have a big day tomorrow, but I'll be there with you every step of the way.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Good night, Rachel.
Good night, Joseph.
Was that a Danish class actually learning to speak Danish, Dagon? Six months later. Oh. Oh. Okay. That's gotta be Rachel. Ah, now we got a zoom button, okay. Outdoor junks, it looks like they just moved, right? Maybe? Looks like a lot of trash outside. Wow, looks like an old picture. She's playing online Danish next week. She doesn't look dead. She looks like she's probably asleep. Certificate of appreciation. We can't go and jump on the bed and wake her up. Oh, look, she's moved. She's not dead. She just wriggled a little bit when we opened the door. She's not dead. We didn't kill her. Follow fashion. It's okay. His and her sinks. I'm guessing this is it's his. We've got his and her sinks here. This is obviously her one because it's got a mirror, and this is his one, staring at the wall. It's a bit of an odd bathroom layout, really, isn't it? Can we run off to the kitchen? This is obviously the front door, right? Going outside. Okay. Refrigerator. Kitchen. See, it looks like they've just moved in, or they've recently moved in. They're still unpacking stuff. Mustard and ketchup. Toasties. A toasty toaster. Oh, look. Me. Hang on. Oh. This is going to be the kids' room, I guess. It's going to be like a kid's bedroom. Nice hippo. Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, if you're kind of kids' room and sleeping here, looking up at the stars on the roof. Ah. Why, but what is Mrs. Online? Internet is a wonderful place. Yes, definitely, definitely, definitely. There's the fox. A doodle of the fox. That's what his dad in the army. Picture of his dad in the army. Okay, so we going outside, I guess. Hey, wake up! Get up! Get up! ET's coming! Get up! There's a piano in the back of the truck. An iTruck moving your coast to coast at a value deal. There's like a U-Haul truck. I thought it was a piano. It's a fucking couch. The fuck? It looked like a piano. It's the blue truck. It's his dad's blue truck. We can't get in it though. What the hell is that on the front? Or what sort of mark is that across the front? What do you reckon? Do you reckon we're going to be walking around a little bit as Joseph, and we're going to meet this fox? That'd be awesome if you walk around, right? If we walk around like this and we meet the fox with its cubs, that would be awesome. That'd be an awesome way to end it, right? I've heard of a game called Laws of Waterdeep. I've heard the name, yes. Do I know much about it? No. But I'm pretty sure I've heard the name. Gingy. Whoa. It's fenced off. Of course, it's fenced. This looks dangerous, doesn't it? I don't know if I'd want to live in a house in a place like this. I mean, it's a bit in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? On the side of like a mountain. Lovely views though. You gotta wonder what sort of speed internet you get. That's the first thing. The first thing always you gotta think about is whenever I move anywhere. The first thing is, it's not location or anything, it's like, how good are the internets? I mean, the place could be like prime real estate, prime location, but if the internet's shit, you just can't move there, can you? You know? Internet is the most important thing. I'm sure I heard of it. Is it a game that's it's got a very unique visual style, isn't it? Everything is like monochrome with like a yellow and black or something like that. Is that a game I'm thinking about? Diagon. Yeah, fenced off our property. What about the mail? We got any mail? No trespassers. I can't check the mailbox. Alright, okay. I tend to... Are you in a board game? I've not heard of a board game, but it's probably not the one I'm thinking of. There's one I'm thinking of that was recent that was similar to that. It's like a... I don't know. You're moving within 25 meters of a terminal. Ooh. That could be kind of... That's kind of good. You should have some good internets. I guess we gotta go the other way then. Okay. This supposed to be like D&D, okay. Dicks and dogs? Is that it? I guess not. Probably not dicks and dogs, but could be. Oh, picnic bench. A tent? Is there actually someone in a tent? Hello! Knock, 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 knock. Oh. No one in there. There's some supplies. Yeah, I mean from here. I mean obviously the junction box from where I am. I mean I got fiber here. Like the junction box from where I am is about. I suppose it's less than 200 yards. It takes me less than it would take me less than a minute to walk from my door to where this box is, which is a very good thing. So the further away you are, the worse lower your potential speeds. I mean, if it's something you're getting through like through the phone line, it'd be like the junction box. It'd be like the green box in the street. It's like the green junction boxes. If I just would walk to the end of my road and look to the left and it's just sitting there. I don't know where the hell we're going. Oh, what are we looking for? Are we looking? I'm thinking maybe we're looking for the fox. Let's fence stuff there. We can't go that way because of the fence. What are we looking for over here then? Wait, is that a barn? It's not the same building, is it? No. What's that? Oh, we speak of a game is wherever it was successful the first one. Improved tons on the first one. You played. I saw you playing earlier. I mean, I never played the first one, but I have kind of I don't know. I'm kind of a bit interested in the second one. I don't know if I should be, since I never played the first, but I kind of am. Okay, obviously we got like it's like invisible wall stopping you from walking places the game doesn't want you to walk. There's something out here we're looking for, and we're not seeing it yet. Where's his house? His house is back up that way, I think. Yeah, it's back up that way, the house. There's that one. That one's just over there. That's a shed just over there. Okay. It definitely doesn't look like there's anything down this section where that shed was. You couldn't go down here. There's like invisible wall here, as if it's like fenced off. You can't go that way. So I don't know where we're going. You'd think if there's something you're supposed to look for, it'd be something that's like lit up, like in, like the rest of the game, so we don't miss it. Kind of trying to click on the objects we see, but we don't. There's no doing that. Oh, he's going to get inside, okay. He's going to sit in a tent. Okay. I guess he's thinking about camping with his pops.
What the hell?
It's the fox. Fox! Now, if this fox leads us to his cubs, then that would be awesome. Yeah, I would probably never. If I was to check it out, I would never check the first one out. Maybe I'd watch some videos of the first one. I don't think I'd ever play the first one. I mean, I know it's not the first one's not needed for story-wise. I mean, that's one thing I do know. You don't need to play the first one to understand the story of the second one. But yeah, I wouldn't play a game, an inferior game, just to see that the newer one is better. But I would watch a video to see the differences, if you know what I mean. I'll see you later, Japs. Hopefully we'll see you again soon, especially once we start flying around in 3.0. How's it going? Come back. Come back! Come back! He's so much quicker than me. Hello there, Zinni. We're going to the tree. We're about to finish the game, I think, Chrisini. I think we're about to finish it, Chrisini. This is obviously the tree. It's not quite the same tree, but this tree obviously stands out. Are we going to see the fox and its cubs? I hope so. What are we going to see on this tree? The fox led us here, right? What is going on with this tree? And where did the fox go? Where did the fox go? Where'd he go? He led us to this tree, then buggered off. Look, the cubs! So So she did reconnect with her cubs. Yes, I thought so. It's like the voices were done by the devil and his wife. It's just like the last game. Yes, you own his first game on Steam, Miss Candela, just like I do. Yeah, it's I think it's so